Hi, and welcome back to Soul. Thank you for making time to join me today. I'm your host, Em, and today we're diving into the art of keeping a calm mind and avoiding overreacting in the face of the very loud noises that we get in our life. That could be anything: disagreements, frustrations, setbacks. Sometimes we just feel overwhelmed because of work, because of school, because of friends or relationships. There's different ways to maintain what we call our emotional equilibrium. And that's what I want us to focus on today. Most importantly, we must first understand the power of awareness. It's so important to recognize our emotions, our thoughts, our physical sensations when things are going wrong. Take a moment whenever you feel like you're about to start. I don't know if you ever watched cartoons growing up. There was this very famous bit where Donald Duck, who's part of the Mickey Mouse and Disney clan, would go red from bottom to top, right? Like a thermometer, he would literally boil up. And now while we don't go red in real life, unless we're, blushing or sometimes frustrated, we can sometimes feel that. Now, these are early signals indicating that something might trigger a negative reaction. Long-term, the practice of mindfulness, meditation, breathing exercises can really help us stay grounded and in tune with our emotions. However, in the moment when faced with disagreements or something that's super frustrating, it's essential to practice empathy. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. Sometimes that's going to go completely wrong because empathy doesn't necessarily mean agreeing, right? It's about finding common ground and maintaining respectful communication. But really, by understanding their point of view, you can reduce the intensity of your reaction. One of the most effective ways of avoiding overreaction is the power of pause. When things don't go your way, take a step back. Give yourself time to process the situation before reacting. Remember, we spoke about control before. We know that there are some things that are within our control and some things that are outside of our control. So even though certain actions can be within our control, the action of the other person is not. And in that case, it's the reaction that's within our control. What I usually do is deep breaths, I step away. If it's a phone call, I ask to call back without hanging up abruptly. If it's a text message, taking a step back, going for a short walk, maybe having a few moments of silence, writing it down potentially. Those are different ways that you could really just make sure you're not ruining a friendship or potentially reputation. If this is something that happens at school or in the work life, right? You don't really want this to get to you. And this happened to me recently at work as well. My colleague and I were really frustrated about something, but we decided to step out, go have a coffee, because we knew that if we would lash out or if we were to overreact, it would definitely go badly, and then we would lose. When life throws challenges our way, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong. The other thing that's important to do then is to shift our perspective. We always speak of gratitude, right? So it's so important that on a day-to-day, we practice gratitude and continue to maintain a positive outlook on life to reduce anger and frustration. Another problem that I've noticed a lot in myself and in others is that we often criticize ourselves when things just don't go as planned. But instead, embrace self-compassion. There will be times when you will lash out, and in those instances, treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Remember that making mistakes or facing difficulties is all part of being human, and really it's an opportunity for growth. Beyond that, remember that it's okay to lean on others when you need support. Sometimes it's important to seek out a mental health professional or even a friend or a family member. It's really important to include people that you trust when you feel overwhelmed. Remember that we're all in this journey together. So, homework, practicing awareness, empathy, the power of pause, gratitude, self-compassion, and seeking support. It's never about getting knocked down. It's never about what happens in the moment. Remember, we can always learn from it. We will always grow. Thank you for your time. And again, remember, step by step, day by day. Until next time, stay calm and see you next week on Soul.